So I'm going to go ahead and record the class. So that way, if if you know anybody who's who's interested in this material, they can go to YouTube, just type in my name, and this will be here, as well as all of the other classes that we've had since like July, right? So yeah, so we've been recording them for a little bit of time now. So anyway, yeah, we're going to go ahead and get started. The title of my class, which this wasn't my original topic, was a drop a day. And the more that I was kind of looking and just, you know how you do that, you kind of look and maybe you get inspired by something that you see, whatever. I decided to change it to the season for skin, only because, we're in May, June is right around the corner. And of course, the sun is, especially those of us who are in the South, but even if we're not in the South, this is definitely the season where our skin can definitely take a beating. And so I've got a lot of DIY at the end. I'm going to talk a little bit about, soaps and, cleansers, that type of thing, face care. Sun exposure. We're going to talk about some of those things. So I thank everybody for coming to this little Zoom class, and we are going to go ahead and get started. Now, who on this Zoom is a surfer? Everybody's probably laughing right now, right? Who's a surfer, right? Okay, so obviously we know that we don't get as much sun as maybe this young lady does, being out there surfing wherever she might be, California, Hawaii, wherever she is. Obviously, we're not going to get as much sun as this young lady gets. But even though we might not be in the same category as that woman, we all love the sun, don't we? Usually, especially right at this time, it's like, the sun, and we want to be in the sun. We want to, I know the sun is very good for, even for vitamin D. And so anyway, yeah, so there's a lot of sun loving folks, right? I know I love the sun. I like to get a little tan. Maybe not everybody on this Zoom likes to get the tan. We're going to talk about that here in just a moment. But first of all, let's advance. For whenever somebody joins onto the Zoom, for some reason it doesn't let me advance to the next screen. I don't know why it does that. But anyway, so just a very short little talk about there's UVC rays, UVB rays, and UVA rays. There are some that are more dangerous than others, but just know that the amount of time that you're in the sun, the time of the day that you're in the sun, all of those things have an effect on the UV rays and how they affect our skin. So we understand that this is the season where we got to pay attention to our skin, especially if we're those that have lighter skin, lighter complexions. We're going to talk about that in just a minute. But first, I want to talk just a little bit about the function of the skin. All right. In particular, what I want to talk about are there are structures that go under that. You have 3 layers of the skin. And one of the structures that are in the skin are cells called melanin. Melanin is very, very important. Okay. Melanin, the way that I always envision melanin to be is, here is your basal layer. And you can see I highlighted these 2 parts. Here's your basal layer with the cells. Melanin does just this. It covers all of that. So that way there's no, alterations of the DNA and that type of thing. So it literally just sits on top to prevent all of the harm and the damage, the mutations, the alterations, all of those things that actually can become cancerous, right? So that's why we know that lighter skinned people, especially people who have red hair, blue eyes, freckles, those are the people that are the most prone to damage from the sun. Okay, and then of course the skin cancer. So what shade are you in? We've got all different shades on the Zoom right now. But know one thing, that the darker the shade of your skin, the more protection you actually have. It's actually a pretty beautiful idea that, you know, that if you're darker in color, you can withstand more sun than if you're lighter in color, right? So anyway, it's kind of neat. So the lighter the skin color, obviously the greater the risk of skin cancer, the more care you definitely have to give before you go out into the sun. And, you know, it's actually really neat when you think about, you know, going back to this particular slide. I really like this picture. Usually the darker the skin tone, the closer to the equator people with that skin tone live. And I know, you know, my nationality is not necessarily represented on this picture, but I would be more of the olive tone, you know, not the dark tone, but the olive tone, the one right next to it. That's more of an Italian feature. You find French, the same thing. They're in that same latitude. Indian, they're in that same latitude. I know my dad actually gets super dark, way darker than even this particular woman right here, the second woman. But anyway, like I was saying though, you could usually tell the color of your skin as to where you are from, closer to the equator or further from the equator, right? That's why, like, if you're from like Ireland or Germany, Irish people, you know, they've got that very, very pale skin. German people, blue eyes, very, very light complected. So anyway, just that idea, the lighter the skin color, the greater the risk of skin cancer. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to talk about some oils when you're having that fun in the sun. And, you know, this is the time we're out. I know I took a nice walk yesterday. I've been out a lot more. You know, plan on being out, you know, even more. But these are some oils that we're going to talk about today: lavender, peppermint, frankincense, but we're also going to talk about others. But in particular, those three, very, very good for after sun, whenever you've been out in the sun for a long period of time. And, you know, these little spray bottles, the glass ones, these ones are going to be so handy for this time of the year, whether it's for bugs, whether it's for, you know, for after sun, whether it's for fleas, for our pets. You could have these little bottles with your oils, and bam, there you go. You've got natural, non-toxic solutions for different things that that you might need it for. So sometimes you just don't realize that you got too much sun until it's too late. And this is, you know, often I know I used to take my daughters once a year. We would go to the beach and we'd spend, you know, a day or two, whatever, on the beach. And I've got one daughter, and she's a lighter, you know, complected. She's got the freckles. She burns very, very easily. And sometimes you don't realize it until after the sun's going down. It's like, whoops, you know, shouldn't have been in the sun for that long, you know. And then of course you pay for it, right? And it hurts, and you're hot. You almost feel like you have a fever, you know, for the next day or two, you know. But sunburn is actually very dangerous to your skin and to those basal layers of your skin in particular. And that's what I was talking about with that melanin, how it sits on top of the basal layer of your skin, where it's like the dermal layer. It's where all the cells are regenerating. All the cells are making more skin tissue, skin cells, right? So it's very, very important to have that melanin sitting on top. And so we're going to talk a little bit about freckles too, because I thought, you know, I think it's really interesting. I like to research these things, you know, why we have freckles, why, you know, why is there darker skin? Why is there lighter skin? I just think it's absolutely fascinating the way that all of these processes happen and, you know, the anatomical structures that, you know, that we all have. But this right here, and I definitely plan to make this. I think this is a wonderful, wonderful spray to have. So again, your glass bottle, you've got just a few products here. You put it together and bam, you've got something that you can use all summer long, right? It lasts a long time. And these products are actually very easy to find. You can find aloe vera juice at Walmart in the pharmacy area. You can find vitamin E at the dollar store. You know, it's in those little bottles of vitamin E. And look, you're only needing a little bit, 1 teaspoon, right? Fractionated coconut oil is something we're going to talk about. I want everybody that's on the Zoom to make sure you have fractionated coconut oil, especially with some of the things that I'm going to talk to you about. Everybody needs a bottle of FCO, okay? It's fractionated coconut oil. And I'm going to show you a picture of what it is. But why do you need fractionated coconut oil? We're going to talk about that in just a few minutes. Freckles, once again, freckles, they're so cute. Isn't this little girl so cute? I just think it's just adorable. I know when my daughter gets freckles, I have one daughter that, you know, if she's been in the sun, she looks like this little girl. And I think it's so cute, but it's also a warning sign, okay? People who freckle are usually fairer in skin, more at risk for cancer. So if this is your skin type, something that you're going to have to be very careful for. I don't freckle, thankfully. I've got that Italian blood, although I do have Irish and German as well, so it kind of counteracts some of that Italian that I have in me. But Italians generally don't get freckles as well. But you know, when you mix it with others, even horses can get sunburn. A poor horse, he's been out too long in the sun. So yeah, even horses can get sunburn. All right. Of course, we have to talk about photosensitive oils. Very, very important to talk about photosensitive oils. All right. So what are photosensitive oils? Photosensitive oils are those oils that actually increase the UV ray strength. And that would be for some hours after you've put them on. Okay, so in other words, what I mean by this is that if you've used any of these oils, I say if you're gonna go to, let's say you're gonna go to Six Flags tomorrow, put these oils on today and then don't put them on tonight. Don't use them again tonight. Okay, and then you should be good to go for the next day. So photosensitive oils are oils that you want to avoid right before you're getting ready to go into the sun. Okay, why? Because like I say, they increase the UV strength that you're actually absorbing into your skin, and so you want to be very careful because you could get burned, you know, using this. So anyway, take a snapshot of this. These are the single oils and the blends that have some element, whether it's a small or large risk of photosensitivity. But, you know, never fear, because there's a whole lot of other oils that can be used for a whole lot of other conditions. Now, if you're using these products in like a DIY soap or something like this, I don't think you're going to have it on your skin to the intensity that it's going to, do damage if you go out into the sun. Now, when I'm talking about going out into the sun, I'm talking about you're going out there and you're going to be out there for some time, not just, hey, I'm going into the grocery store, or, I'm going to my mailbox, or I'm talking to my neighbor outside. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about if you're going to Six Flags, or you're going to the beach, or you're going to the park, something like that, where you're going to be out for, for an extended period of time. All right. So just know that there is some care that has to be taken. All right. Now I wanted to talk just a little bit about CorrectX, because I don't think I've ever talked about CorrectX. But CorrectX is literally the do everything ointment. Okay. If you get a cut, if you get a scratch, if you've got under eye puffiness, if your lips are chapped, if you got a bug bite, if maybe dry, cracked skin on your heels. We're going to talk about that a little bit. You can actually put a little bit of peppermint and it plumps your lips. I haven't tried that, but I don't really care about having plump lips, but it'll do even that. And here is what's in it. You've got beautiful lavender, melaleuca, which tea tree, cedarwood, helichrysum, and frankincense. So, I mean, this is a beautiful oil. I'm sorry, a beautiful ointment that you can use for so many different things. All right. So it's got bisabolol. It's known for its calming effects, its ability to promote healthy looking skin. And it's got jojoba oil, which is very good for hydration, helping to improve the texture. Philodendron bark is an extract used to condition the skin. Now, we're going to talk just a little bit about acne. Anybody have children with, with acne? This is a blend. And again, this is why I was talking about the FCO. Everybody should have a bottle of fractionated coconut oil. 2 drops of melaleuca, 3 drops of lavender, 2 drops of lemongrass, mixed together in some coconut oil, apply it to your face. Now, if you triple this, put it in a 10 ml roller bottle, fill the rest up with FCO, you can use that right from the roller bottle like that. But this is a very, very good recipe. What I do, like if I get a pimple, like I got a pimple literally like right on my nose, I'm like, are you serious? And I just continue to put lavender. I put lavender, I put a little bit of frankincense. I use tea tree at different times, so the melaleuca, but I've never used the lemongrass. And so I thought that was really interesting that they, lemongrass is like good for everything. It's like one of the cheapest oils and it's good for like everything. So if you're ever wondering, what should I get? If you don't have lemongrass, you should definitely get lemongrass. You can drink it, you can put it on your skin, you can diffuse it, and oh my goodness, does it make the house smell wonderful. Now, anybody out there have adult acne or know anybody who has adult acne? I was surprised to hear about Zendocrine for adult acne. Now, when you think about what's in it, okay, so tangerine, juniper berry, cilantro, geranium, and rosemary. Now, 5 beautiful, beautiful oils. You can drink this oil. You can put the oil on your skin. It's a wonderful blend for inside and out. Why? Because it detoxifies. All right. This is an oil that I use very, very often. It's one of my most widely used oils, cypress, but it's also good for your skin. And so one of the things, and I know I've shared this before, is one of the things that I've noticed is essential oils, almost every one of them have some skin benefits to it, whether it's for a bruise, whether it's for circulation or varicose veins, or for actual skin conditions, whether it's acne, rosacea, eczema, psoriasis, right? I tell you what, that tea tree for psoriasis, I used to get it right here, right above my ears, and it would come and go. I would get it, and it would be there for, I don't know, maybe like a week or 2 weeks, and it itches, it hurts. It's terrible. It wasn't like a lot, but it was enough to where I knew that it was. And I suppose if you looked at me very closely, you might notice it as well. Nothing that I tried. I would get psoriasis cream. Nothing would work. It might temporarily either, reduce it temporarily, or it wouldn't do anything. When I started using tea tree oil, bam, it's gone. Matter of fact, I haven't gotten it in years, and I used to get it all the time. Like I said, I would get it like maybe for a week out of like every other month. I would have it maybe a week or 2. So anyway, yeah. So what I'm saying, and the reason why I had 2 slides of cypress is because I wanted to show you that not only, as you see, it's good for the skin, but look at this. Look at what it is good for: bedwetting, incontinence, restless leg, carpal tunnel, varicose veins, that's the reason that I use it. cellulite, spastic cough, prostrate, pancreas and ovary issues. And it's also very calming and energizing. So the reason that I wanted to put 2 different slides on there was I wanted to show just how many things 1 bottle of oil can actually do. I mean, they're so valuable in so many different ways. Now, topical dilution, what does that mean? That just means before you put an essential oil on your body, you want to be careful. Some people have sensitive skin, and some oils could be what I call hotter than others. Now, what is a hot oil? A hot oil is an oil that's very, very powerful, and it can actually cause maybe a rash if you have sensitive skin to it. I'll give you an example. This was years ago, back when I had just started with essential oils and I didn't really understand too much. My daughter had come over and she had a headache. And so I gave her some straight peppermint. And she took it on her fingers and she was rubbing it on her temple. And all of a sudden she was like, Mom, my skin is burning. And sure enough, her on both of the temples where she was rubbing, it was red. And I was like, oh my goodness, she had sensitive skin. Now I'm able to put peppermint straight on my skin, but she couldn't. Hence the reason for FCO, or fractionated coconut oil. This is the same thing. When I say FCO, FCO stands for fractionated coconut oil. So, you know, I gave her some and, you know, she put it on and it, you know, it definitely helped out. But all I'm saying is that topical dilution is very important. Okay. And unless you know that, you know, it's not going to affect you, always use fractionated coconut oil. Now, another reason why you should always use fractionated coconut oil is because it actually reduces the rate of essential oil evaporation. Now, what does that mean? If you were to take 1 drop of oil and put it on the palm of your hand, everybody could just try this. Grab a cheap oil like lemon, put 1 drop on the palm of your hand and see how quickly it evaporates. Evaporates very, very quickly. That's why it's called a volatile compound. It evaporates very quickly. With fractionated coconut oil, it makes it evaporate less quickly. Okay, in other words, so it's more usable, right? It's not very usable if you put it on your hand and before you can put it wherever you want it, it's gone, right? Of course, it's, you know, it's in the skin of your hand and it's evaporating, you know, or absorbing into it and all of that. But, you know, you're not getting as much where you want it to go, right? So that's why fractionated coconut oil. So this morning I put some, and this is for veins and circulation. I have issues with circulation in my legs, and I've got a varicosity in one of my legs from having a lot of babies. But so I put cypress, lemon, and helichrysum, and put a squirt of FCO, rubbed it around, and put it on the affected area. I did it again on my ankles. It's very, very good for circulation, cypresses. But the FCO, which you're seeing right here in the picture, actually helps to absorb the essential oil into the skin. Now, that's really, really cool. When you think about it, it actually gives it more of a pull into the skin. So it speeds up the assimilation of that oil into your body, into your bloodstream, into those dermal layers of your skin, okay? All of that, because once it goes through those dermal layers of the skin, once it's in that sub-Q layer, that's where you've got all of your capillaries, your blood vessels, even your lymphatic system, is running, your nerves and things like that. And it's actually absorbed right into the blood system, the circulation or circulatory system. And so it does so very, very quickly. And FCO helps it. Okay. I hope that that I was well understood. I know I took a lot of time on that slide, but I wanted to make sure everybody understood. You gotta have fractionated coconut oil. And when I say FCO, understand fractionated coconut oil. All right, now, I know we kind of went off of the topic of acne, but I wanted to talk about 3 skin lines that doTERRA has. I've tried 2 of them. I've tried this product right here, but I don't use the HD Clear. I use the Virage, and I use, you know, more for older skin. You know, I'm battling these circles under my eyes, which actually they've been doing a lot better. My skin tone since using these doTERRA products has been so much better, and I'm actually really glad. I'm going to keep on using them. But look at all of the benefit from this HD Clear. Acne, pimple prone skin, skin blemishes, oily skin, irritable skin, like, you know, maybe you've got rosacea or something like that. And it's got some smells to it that are actually good for, you know, emotional balance. All right, so like I was saying, the 3 skincare lines, so HD Clear, Essential, and Virage. Virage is definitely a wonderful skincare line. I like the Essential though. And the reason that I like the Essential is the Virage is really good. I'm not saying anything, but I like the Essential because it seems a little bit lighter than the Virage. The Virage is very, very anti-aging. And so it really, it targets, you know, wrinkles and things like that. But the Essential, not only is it anti-aging, but it's a lighter type of a formulation. And another thing that I like about it is down here, I don't know if you guys can see this hydrating cream.
Hey, Mommy.
Oops. Angelina, would you mind muting yourself? This hydrating cream is absolutely wonderful. And I use this constantly. And I absolutely love it. If you've got under eye bags, under eye circles, that is a product that you definitely want to try. It's awesome. And when you buy that, they can buy, you purchase a couple of these and then you can add on other things, you know, a lot cheaper. But there's like 3, I think it's like 3 products that you purchase, and then they you know, allow you to add on different things. So anyway, these are some really, really good skincare lines that I just wanted to make sure everybody understands. You know, I didn't learn about this until, you know, I'd been using essential oils for a little bit. And now I'm absolutely hooked on the skincare. So anyway, like I say, this is the one that you know, I was talking about. It's just an unbelievably beautiful, it just does wonders. I love it. I just really love it. And this was, again, the one for troubled skin, the HD Clear. And again, the Virage, like I say, love it, love it. I'm actually using this one right now. I go back and forth between the Virage and the Essentials because I like both of them. All righty, so what's your skin type? Is it sensitive? Use these oils. Is it dry? Use these oils. Is it oily? Use these oils. Or is it mature? Use those oils. Okay, so again, here's another slide. Normal skin, dry skin, mature skin, blemish skin, sensitive skin, or oily skin. There are oils that are good for each of those skin types. Usually the citrus oils are very good if your skin is oily, because it actually helps to the same way that it's like a degreaser, like in your dishwasher or in your dish soap, it's also a degreaser for your face. So anyway, all right, now those of us who have aging skin, these are the best ones. That's why I love, you know, what I was talking about, that roller, because it has the frankincense and the myrrh. Wait a minute, I believe it has the myrrh. I'll have to double check that, but I know it has frankincense. And I absolutely love frankincense for skincare. Is awesome. Frankincense for anything is awesome. Frankincense should be put on your skin. You should ingest it daily. It should be diffused. It does wonderful, wonderful benefits. Plus it's been around for so long, and I always think about, you know, I think about God and everything when I'm using it, just because, you know, I read about it all the time in the Bible. One more slide about frankincense, and this is for age spots. So I haven't tried this, so, you know, I can't tell you if it works, but 2 drops of oil on the age spot every morning and evening. All right, might be something to give a try. And then again, acne prone, that's why I was saying I had a pimple right here, and frankincense and lavender were the 2 oils that I used. And it, you know, it helps it to go away quicker. All right, now this is just awesome. I put it down on I have a little list of oils that I want to get on my next order. And this is one of them, Immortelle. This, if you have not tried it, this is a beautiful, beautiful oil. It can be used for so many different things. And I'm going to talk about that in a minute, but I want to first talk about what's in it. Frankincense, sandalwood, helichrysum, myrrh, and rose. This blend has only essential oils. Now, oftentimes when you get a touch roll-on, it has those oils in it, but it also has FCO. This is straight oils. So you are getting a really, really high-powered roll-on. So what I do and what others do is when you get that, you can actually divide that bottle into a couple of bottles, top it off with FCO, and then you've got at least double of the oil. And I'll show you that in just a minute. So ways to use Immortelle. After too much sun, like we were talking about, you can use it as a deodorant. And I use like the convention blends also as deodorant. Like right now I'm using Divana or the One blend. It's a convention blend. So you can put Immortelle on lines and wrinkles, age spots, blemishes, stretch marks. It's just so good for scars. It's an awesome, awesome oil. If you have not tried it, you're definitely missing out. All right, now this is a little Fountain of Youth do-it-yourself blend. So you get yourself a 10 ml roller bottle. You take half of the bottle of Immortelle and you dump it in there. 25 drops of Yarrow Pom, which would be this right here. Okay, and this, the nice thing about this Yarrow Pom is it actually comes with a dropper. I don't know if you can see, it's got a blue, it's actually blue coming out. When you put it on your skin, it actually looks blue on your skin. But when you rub it in, it goes away very, very quickly. But Yarrow Pom, and we're going to talk a lot about Yarrow Pom here in just a minute. This is just one of my favorites. It is an unbelievable oil. I'm going to talk to you about what I use it for and the benefits that it provides to me. But the nice thing is I just rub it around my face. Don't waste a drop, right? But anyway, so yeah, so the Yarrow Pom, fill the rest of that 10 ml roller bottle up with fractionated coconut oil, and bam, you have your Fountain of Youth. All right, so we're going to talk a little bit about one of my faves. I use Yarrow Pom so much. As a matter of fact, I have one in the bathroom, and the one that I have in the bathroom is this one right here. It's the Body Renewal Serum. Okay, now this is one that's specifically for your body. So I use this 2 pumps, very, very little. It's like maybe the size of a pea on my fingers. I rub my hands together and very quickly I put it on my heels, both of my heels. And I'll tell you what, if y'all could come and feel the skin on my heels, there is no dryness, there is no cracking on my whole, and I put it on my whole foot as well, on my toenails, my whole foot. I had a callus, and I'm actually going to feel it because I want to make sure that I'm telling the truth. I had a callus since I was maybe 16 years old, compliments of living on the beach. And I never wore shoes, and I walked everywhere without shoes, and I basically lived without shoes. And I had a callus that was probably about the size of a, I don't know, maybe like a quarter almost on one of my feet. And nothing that I did could get rid of it. Nothing. I tried that, that ped egg, you scrape it and scrape it and scrape it. And, You know, I tried so much to get that callus gone. Well, let me tell you something. This product right here works. It works. Now, I'm not going to say that the callus is completely gone, but it is gone to the point to where there's almost nothing left to it. It's not at all like, I mean, it's like probably like 90% better. And so what I'm saying about this is it really works. I mean, I've had that callus for, I don't know, I mean, about what, 30 years or more, 35 years. And I couldn't get rid of it. I tried everything. I tried to get rid of it. Couldn't get rid of it. I only wish I would have tried Yarrow Palm sooner. I've been using this for, I don't know, maybe about a year, and absolutely love it. So it's just one, and what it's got in it is pomegranate seed oil, jojoba, sunflower, avocado, grapeseed, and argan oils, pomegranate esters, coffee seed extract. Okay, so I didn't see the yarrow. Okay, I'm not sure why this slide, because it also has see this one, this particular one has it's got yarrow flower. So that's one that for some reason this slide isn't saying, because it's a yarrow palm. Yarrow is an oil, and then pomegranate is the pomegranate seed oil. All right, now, anybody know anybody with eczema? If you do, you know that it is bad. It's very hard to treat. It's terrible. It looks terrible. It's itchy. It's just terrible. Some people get it like in their, in their elbow area, or maybe in their armpit area, or on their neck, or, there's different places where, people get eczema. Look at this before and after, 3 days after using this. I'm just going to say, Yarrow Palm, if you haven't tried it, you definitely want to try it. It's an awesome, awesome product. So skin cleansing and support, vein support, both internally and externally being used. Now, this here is not for internal use. Okay, it actually says it on it. It says for topical use, applied to desired areas as needed. So there's, oh, I'm sorry, it does. It says for internal use, dilute 2 drops in 4 ounces of liquid. Okay, you know what? I thought that this was, I think it's this one here, the body serum is not for internal use, but this one is. And then these are actually, they're little soft gels that are meant for our skin. It's a beauty complex. And so they're soft gels that you take internally. But I definitely just stood corrected. I'm glad that I know that this can be used internally. Learn something new every day, don't we? All I got to do is just read. Anyway, balancing of the hormones, very good for inflammation, cellular support, digestion, good for your metabolism. Anybody out there got a slow metabolism? I don't, mine's not as fast as it used to be. So anyway, beautiful, beautiful oils. Like I say, I love the way that it, comes out in that blue. And then like, this is the hand that I put it on, you can't see, there's not a trace of it, right? So it comes out blue, and when you're putting it on or whatever, and it's like, oh, I got blue lines under my eyes or whatever, and it's like, take another look and it's gone, So glowing skin. If you want that glowing skin, you've got the Yarrow Palm, which is the smaller bottle applied to the face, to the neck. The Yarrow Palm Body Renewal, applied to the hands or other trouble areas, like I was saying, my feet. But the Yarrow Palm, the Body Renewal, you don't use that on the face, you use that on the rest of your body. And then the smaller one is the one that you would use on your face. You can also use the smaller one on your body as well, like I was showing with the eczema on the slide. All right, so again, cracked heels. Now, I didn't need all of this on here. I just did it as it was a total innocent accident, right? I had no idea that this Yarrow Palm was gonna, markedly, help, the calluses or the callus that I had on my foot. And then even, you know, my heels, just making them feel so soft and everything. You know, you see a lot of, especially now when, you know, people are wearing, you know, flip-flops or sandals or whatever, just take notice of people's heels. It's a very common thing that people, their heels are just all just cracked up, right? Well, just know that there's something that we can do about it. You know, it's almost like you just want to tap a lady, you know, hey, you want to try some of this? But anyway, so this is one way that you could, you know, that maybe if, you know, if it's, you know, in real bad shape, mine weren't in, you know, bad shape or anything, you know, I just started using it and, you know, they got even better to where there's, you know, there's no dryness. There's no, I mean, they're soft. They feel like, you know, like I would think that I was feeling like a kid's feet, you know, they're just soft. And it's because of that Yarrow Palm. I absolutely love it. Can't say enough about it. All right, we're gonna get off the subject of Barbara's feet here, and we're gonna talk about some DIY. All right, somebody told me last time that I was talking about the skin or do it yourselves. I was saying DIY. Very good possibility. DIY. All right, Frances really inspired me with her soap. So I want to talk just a little bit about soap. I definitely think this is something that I want to do with the kids here and get them involved in something that would be interesting. But the more that I learned about it, I said, I don't know. There's parts to this that actually, you know, the kids might not be able to really participate in. And I'm not sure Frances might be able to speak to that a little bit better. But herb soap, look at how beautiful those soap bars look behind. This is what I want to make. Rosemary and spearmint. Oh my goodness. Just Frances brought me a couple of soap bars and I've been using them. Well, the one anyway, I haven't started with the other, but I tell you what, it's inspiring to me. It's like, ooh, I wonder if I can make this smell even more, because I like a lot of smell, you know. I always go, you know, when the diffuser says put 3 drops, you know, I'll put 5 drops. I like a lot of smell. Anyway, so here you go, spearmint and rosemary. Here's another DIY. So looks really easy. Just put them in cupcake molds. And how cute is that? Great for like little gifts and stuff. So if you guys want to take some snapshots of these things, you know, go right ahead or you know, reference the YouTube video. All right, Citrus Bliss body wash. Now, just thinking about this, it just is beautiful. Citrus Bliss is perhaps one of the best smelling things on planet Earth. I mean, it is just a wonderful smell. Oh, and by the way, it is free for anybody who purchases a kit of 100 PV or more. So if anybody is going to make a purchase, you know, a new enrollment, new kit, let me know and I'll make sure you get a free bottle of Citrus Bliss. 250 drops last you forever, and it is a wonderful, wonderful smell. And the beautiful thing about these DIYs is that there's no toxins in them, no toxins. Now I know that there's a, well, never mind, that'll be for a whole nother class. All right, how about some food? Anybody hungry out there? Doesn't this look awesome? Key lime parfait. Who would have thought that you could take an oil that you're going to use to clean and go and make yourself a parfait? I'll put 1 drop in my cleaning solution and 1 drop in my yogurt. Actually, I didn't even realize, yeah, it is yogurt, Greek yogurt, granola, the juice of 2 key limes, 2 drops of lime oil, and a tablespoon of honey. Boy, that sounds really good. It actually really does. This is one that I definitely would like to make. How about this? Natural fragrance. Okay. Now for those perfume lovers out there, right? Just got to have the perfume that I loved, that I wish that I could still use, but it's all toxins. Mine was Happy. Oh, I loved that smell of Happy. And my kids knew that I liked the smell, and, you know, I think they would get it for me and stuff. But anyway, I've got Happy up there in my closet, and you know, I want to use it, but then I don't want to use it. But look at this. We have an oil called Cheer. So Happy, Cheer, very similar. But guess what? Cheer smells better. Citrus Bliss smells better. Wild Orange smells better. So here's a recipe for, excuse me, for a natural fragrance. Again, those small glass spray bottles. They are very, very useful. You can order some from Oil Life. You can order them off of Amazon. I'm not sure if doTERRA has them in the back office, but oillife.com or Amazon, just get yourself a, you know, whatever, maybe a 2 ounce water bottle or spray bottle, glass. All right, what about this? Beautiful, beautiful women's perfume. Whisper, Citrus Bliss, lemon oil, ylang ylang, witch hazel, cup of water, or a quarter cup of water. And that's either you could put it in this spray bottle such as this, or you can put it in a roller bottle. Roller bottles work just as well as a spray bottle. And in some cases, possibly better, because when you're putting it on you, you can direct it better. You're not losing any of the spray in the air, but spray bottles are very nice though. All right, other cologne blends. These are not just for men. These are for men and women. I like the one on the bottom. I thought about Francis, called Sweet Musk. Lime oil, fennel oil, patchouli oil, and FCO. That sounds like something Francis would love. Me personally, I think I would like the fresh cut grass. Those oils are definitely ones that would call to me a little bit more. Okay, now here are, this is ingredients for these roll-ons. Again, this is an earthy spice. Look at all the variations of the colors of this. That would be the types of oils, the amounts of oils and things. But this one in particular is an earthy spice blend. Now, how many people out there use hair perfume? I am not one of them, but I would definitely try this. And why? Because I absolutely love ylang ylang. But look at this, vanilla extract. I never thought of putting vanilla extract with my oils, but this is definitely one that I would like to try. So take a snapshot of this. And again, like I say, those little spray bottles are definitely going to be very useful. All righty, I'm not sure if anybody out there would be interested in diaper cream. I just know one person for sure on this call. Melaleuca and lavender, natural diaper rash cream. All right, now we don't want all those irritants and all of that in the, you know, in the diaper rash cream. That's what you're going to get at the store. You're going to get all kinds of toxic type things, but here is a homemade diaper rash cream. Coconut oil, lavender oil, and tea tree. This is about as easy as it gets. Alrighty, we are just about at the end of my presentation. I wanted to just talk a little bit about the lavender diffuser blends. For anybody that does not know, lavender is an incredibly calming oil. It's very good to diffuse at nighttime or just anytime where you just want a calming, relaxing atmosphere. Lavender is also known as the Swiss Army knife of essential oils. It's good for just about everything, okay? Whether it's a skin rash, whether it's a pimple, whether it's allergies, whether it's an after sun spray, good for, like we were just showing up in the diaper rash cream, good for stress, good for anxiety, good for, you know, emotions that are maybe running high. Give it to your teenagers. Just joking. All right, Citrus Summer Diffuser Blend. All right, so 2, 2, and 2. Now, quite possibly, depending on the mood that I'm in, I would do 3, 3, and 3. But really, really all you need in a diffuser is about 6 drops. That's really all that you need. And it's going to give a very nice smell. I just like a lot of smell. That's just the way that I am. I figure if a little bit is good, a lot is better, right? All righty. So I'm going to talk about 3 kits that you not only get your free wholesale account. It's kind of like a Costco, Sam's Club type thing. It's a free account. Comes with these kits, but this particular kit is the 10 foundation oils. So in other words, pretty much any situation you might find yourself in, this kit is going to have an oil that can help you, whether it's respiratory, whether it's something on your skin, whether it's allergies, whether it's sore muscles, whether it's flu symptoms or flu prevention or cold prevention, or maybe a sinus steamer, digestive issues. This kit here is going to give you pretty much everything that you need for those particular conditions that I just mentioned. This kit also comes with that free bottle of Citrus Bliss. I'm going to show that in just a minute. Now, this particular kit is bottles that are 3 times the size. They're large bottles. These are 15 ml, whereas these are 5. You're still getting a lot of oil in there. It's, I don't know, roughly like 90 drops in each bottle, which actually lasts you a long time, but these even longer. Not only that, is this diffuser is also bigger. This one comes with a couple of different oils in it. It gives you the adaptive. That's for any type of ADHD, anxiety, depression, bipolar, it might be a condition like, let's see, what did I say them all? Anxiety, depression, ADHD. Anyway, those spectrum type things, right? Adaptive. Copaiba, very good for skin, very good again for calming down, nerves. And this also going to give you balance, which balance does just what it says, balance. So anyway, this is the same other oils, but those 3 are a little different. And then there is the Healthy Habits. This one is $195. This is actually one that I really like because I like the Lifelong Vitality, which is these 3 brown bottles right here. This is what everybody should take, whether you're a teenager or whether you're an adult. These are supplements that everybody should be taking. As far as I'm concerned, these are my prevention. This is like the foundation of everything else, along with healthy eating. Those 3 supplements are just unbelievable. The more research I do on those 3 supplements, the more that I love them. So anyway, we can talk more about that another time, but it also gives you, the lemon, frankincense, balance, On Guard, lavender, deep blue. It gives you that deep blue rub, which everybody absolutely loves. It gives you Terrazyme, which Terrazyme is digestive enzymes. A lot of foods are lacking digestive enzymes. Terrazyme gives you digestive enzymes to help you metabolize your food and digest it better. And then there's PB Assist, which everybody should be on probiotics, but this is a pre and a pro. Okay, so it's giving you everything that you need, whether it's in your upper GI and also in your lower GI. So it's actually a complete probiotic. So anyway, and once again, Citrus Bliss is free for any of the enrollment orders of 1 PV or more. So any of those kits that I just showed you, you also get a free bottle of Citrus Bliss. Now, I wanted to talk just really, really quick before we end this, is why you don't want to buy your oils on Amazon. Now, I mean, one thing that I understand is that when you buy your oils from doTERRA, I don't care if you are, you've been with doTERRA for 30 years, which, yeah, if you've been with doTERRA for 30 years or if you've been with doTERRA for 3 months, your oils, if you're buying wholesale, you're getting them at the same price regardless. Okay. So it's not like there's all these great deals for people who've, you know, it's like you're in some other level. No, we're purchasing our oils at wholesale, all of us. When you buy oils on Amazon, you have no idea what has happened with that oil. And this is why. And I actually have bottles that I can actually show you. You can remove an old cap. You can remove the ingredients of that bottle. You can add whatever you want to that bottle, and you can replace it with a new sealed cap. So what I'm saying is you really have no idea what you're getting when you purchase your oils on Amazon. Okay. So now I'm not saying that people would do this, but I'm sure it's being done, because there's no way that you can buy a bottle of lemon for $10 and then go on Amazon and sell it for $8. Okay. Because I would be getting absolutely no profit from that. Okay. So when we think that we're going to go to Amazon and buy our oils cheaper, think again, because you really don't know what you're getting. Okay. Adulteration and dilution are the two most common ways to make a profit, right? Let's say I buy this bottle of lemon for $10. I take the oil out and I put in some cheap Walmart oil, which you can get a bottle of lemon from Walmart for like $5, right? Half the price. And to the untrained nose, it might still smell like lemon, not understanding that there's all kinds of other additives in that cheap lemon oil that you buy from Walmart, right? So I'm not saying that all Amazon, sellers are going to do this, but I definitely would question why an Amazon seller would be selling essential oils if they would not be making a profit. Okay, because they're buying that oil for the same price as I'm buying the oil. So it's not like they can, mark it down and still make a profit. Okay, now I do that sometimes. I'll have sales, with, people that I know, and I might not be making a profit, but I'm, maybe getting rid of some stock before it gets old or something, like I've done that, several times, as I would mark down, my oils like half price of retail. And, so it's great for, for the people who are, who are buying it. I'm not making a profit from it, but I'm not going to be able to use it fast enough. So I figure help somebody else. And then, also, it is somewhat of a help to me as well, but I don't sell it on Amazon, and I don't think I would ever sell it on Amazon. But anyway, this is a little, just a little write-up from blissedmama.com. So if you want to learn more about it, you can go to blissedmama.com, and she talks a lot about, how you're actually not saving when you buy them from Amazon. And it's mostly because you have no idea what you're getting. Okay. All right. Anybody that is not on the daily drop, I just want to encourage them, get on the daily drop. It's free. You can download it from Google Play Store or iTunes. But it's really, really good. It's just going to give you some, essential oil training on the go. Okay. Short videos, simple challenges, but it's just right there at your fingertips on your phone. Okay. And then the Product of the Month Club. Excuse me. What is Product of the Month Club? So Product of the Month, or POM, is a free item that doTERRA every month they give something away for free. Okay, and it's an oil for free, and it's usually, oftentimes, not usually, but oftentimes it's an oil that you can't even buy from doTERRA. It might be Manuka or Litsea or Davana, something that you can't buy. So the Product of the Month is if you place a 125 PV order between the 1st of the month and the 15th of the month. Okay, so the 1st and the 15th, those are the times where we should mark our calendars to get our orders in, because if for whatever reason, maybe we need a lot of products, and hopefully we're all on LRP, because you can't do this Product of the Month unless you're on LRP. LRP is a rewards program, okay, that where you get points for all of your orders. Absolutely love it. You know, I rack up points very, very quickly. And then you get free products. So in other words, they're rewarding you for your loyalty. Okay. But being on that LRP or the rewards program, you're also eligible for this product of the month. Okay. And so it's a free product for anybody who makes a purchase of 125 PV or greater. Okay. That's just a product value. Loyalty rewards. It's free to join. It's great to join. There's all kinds of cool benefits. You're getting 10% for the first 3 months of your order. So let's say your order is 50 PV. You're getting 10 PV back in product points that you can use for whatever you want. Okay. Months 4 to 6, you're getting 15. Months 7 to 9, 20, and then going all the way up to 13 plus months, you're getting 30% of your PV of that order back in product points that you can use for free stuff. So like me, if I make $100 order, I get over 30 points back, or 100 PV order. I'm sorry, I get almost over 30 PV back, depending on you know, what my PV order is. I'm getting 30% of it. It's a lot, and it really, really racks up really, really quick. So that is the end of my class. I'm going to go ahead and